Right now at 6, Making a Murderer 2 puts Wisconsin back in the spotlight as Steven Avery continues his fight for a new trial. Tens of millions indulged in the first season of Making a Murderer.
Now a newly released sequel highlights Avery's new attorney's quest at overturning his conviction in 2005 of killing Teresa Halbach. Ben
Jordan spoke with Avery's former defense attorney about Avery pinning the blame on him.
In this new season, Avery blames Buting and another former defense attorney for how they tried the case, ultimately losing the trial. Buting argues they did everything they could at the time. It's the latest show to land on everyone's binge watch list.
I do plan on watching it.
Especially for those like Matt Cade who live near where it all happened.
I want to know what new evidence they have to show us.
The highly anticipated part 2 of the docu-series came out on Friday.
More or less binge watched it for the first time I've ever binge watched anything.
Avery's former lawyer Jerry Buting of Brookfield was portrayed heroically in the first season of Making a Murderer.
We continue to support him. We want to do everything we can to try and get both Steven and Brendan justice.
However, the support may not be mutual. In the new season, Avery turns on Buting. You can hear Steven Avery on the phone saying that you guys screwed up the case.
You know, I don't fault him for thinking that. You know, he's been in prison for almost half of his life now. It didn't work, whatever we did.
Making a Murderer 2 focuses on Avery's new attorney, Kathleen Zellner, whose mission is to get Avery a retrial.
She's looking carefully at what Dean and I did and whether we should have done other things, and that's perfectly fine.
Do you think he will get a new trial?
You know, I'm optimistic. I'm not Pollyannish about it, though. It's difficult.
Prosecutor Ken Kratz argues otherwise.
I'm quite convinced he's never getting a retrial in this case.
Buting believes at a minimum, Zellner should be able to get Avery a hearing for a retrial. In the newsroom, Ben Jordan, today's TMJ4.